knowledge, I got key consumption, Super Saiyan wannabe. I eat a peanut butter, fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken, missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beaming bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker, she bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold if God calls.
Bennett. Welcome to the Shirts Off Podcast, Season 2, Episode 79. Your mic's isn't on. How are you going to do the banana thing? You son of a bitch. And then here, let me make this big for everybody.
So, I figured out what happened.
On the phone?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to explain this thing that few people will see or understand?
Yes.
Okay.
I used up too much storage.
Wait, do you save all of these?
No, it's so...
Just for context, for those of you that watch this because you are on Twitch or because you watch the VOD, every episode, while the opening song is playing, Creighton will record intro,
like a little stupid thing,
a stupid little like bit that he sends out on social media as like a come watch the podcast. And today we recorded one twice and it didn't. Both times his phone wouldn't let him do it, and it was because it was too much, apparently.
And now it's just so
now we have like a 5-second timeline.
No, it wasn't too much. It's just I had too many pictures on my phone, and yeah, I just deleted a bunch of stuff, so it should work fine now. It doesn't like limit the time that it records. It just won't record for some reason, but it doesn't save them all to my phone anyway, so I don't know why the fuck it matters, but technology.
Probably need to do like a phone clearing
and
dump.
the technology and the wonders of it are fantastic.
That sounded pretty sarcastic. Sounded like you don't like technology at this moment.
No, I don't.
Okay, I understand. Well,
a lot of stuff's happened since we were live.
Yeah, like the weather changing in Bradley County, Arkansas. I almost said Arizona. The weather in Bradley County, Arkansas is 79 degrees Fahrenheit. But the precipitation is a whopping 2%. I'm not going to open the soundboard. It's all the way over there.
Why not?
Humidity is 86%, and the wind is 0 miles per hour. 0 miles per hour is the wind, and you know what? You talked me into it. Here we go. Boom.
There you
2%.
go.
That's the precipitation. It's raining 2% of the time in Bradley County.
What's your Instagram? Oh, it's the same as everything else.
Nice. Good.
I'm making a recovery post to cover up like that we had problems, and I'm using that picture of Melissa flipping everybody off.
Nice.
Yeah.
I understand. I've been on an art grind. I have to draw a spider Sona for one of my friends.
Yeah. No, I commissioned her to draw some stuff for us too.
Okay. I feel like you would have enjoyed HeroCon in Charlotte, Marissa. There was like nothing but spider art and just art in general, comic art and fucking hero art and just art and like super like it was crazy.
I hate I missed it.
I hope you know you're paying $40, Creighton, in total.
$40.
I got other shit lined up.
I need to see them first before I drop $40. Like they better be some amazing pictures. Like
I would like to formally apologize to you,
to me,
and to the rest of our friends.
About?
You guys have been telling me that I would enjoy HeroCon for years.
Yeah, we tell you all the time you'll enjoy.
I know, and I always was like, will I though? And
we say that a bit about Ichiban too.
You guys were so right. HeroCon was fucking unbelievable. I've been to a lot of conventions. I've been to a lot of gaming conventions. I've been to Knicks conventions.
It's not like any of the other ones you've been to.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. It's pretty gaming stuff. It's a lot less. It's not like, you and me can't really open a booth at those things. It's more for the people that like do brand stuff. This is like you and me could get a booth and go open a booth at this place. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it was so fucking fun and awesome. I'm going to buy so much shit at the convention I'm going to next month. Delicious. Oh, okay. $40. Who's got that kind of money? You know what, Copenhagen?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
she's
leaning
over
with
here.
Nah, dude, it's art. Art's expensive.
No, but like, I haven't seen what they look like yet.
Yeah, well.
And you don't even know what I commissioned her to draw.
Yeah, but I mean, you're the one doing it. Hashtag one pride.
And that doesn't even make sense price-wise because I had
Why?
3 things commissioned.
Why does that not make sense price wise?
Because that would mean, hold on, let me.
$13.33.
13.33. That's such an odd number. That's too much.
Well, it's probably like a it's more like a 2-for-1 situation.
Creighton, these are my prices. Okay.
It's $20 a
Maybe.
piece, but you get the third one free when you buy 2.
See, I look,
Buy 2 get
that
1.
would make me feel better.
There you
but-
go, yeah.
To be honest with you, it's that false. It's
Yeah,
that
that
false
look, you just gotta
security.
when you have a price that you don't like, you have to do the math in your head and imagine that you're paying for 2/3 of it and you're getting the third chunk of it for free.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
can
like
do
I
that.
need 3 coolers. It's gonna be, $400. Well, it's $200 a cooler, but you get that third one free. So
You
you're
only did
getting
that one?
you're getting $600 worth of cooler for $400.
Wait.
That's
wait,
how you have
wait,
to see it in
wait.
your head.
Hold on.
Capitalism.
Back
Fuck
up for a
yeah.
second. Marissa, look, I will pay top dollar for that other one. The one, like, for me and Charlie is, like, one thing. But the third one, the mystery one that I want to reveal here on the podcast.
What? So okay, what's going on? You're speaking like the rest of us aren't fucking sitting here.
Listen, I commissioned Marissa to draw a picture of me and you to update our stuff. And then, because we had a picture drawn of us many, many years ago of me holding Charlie in a pool, and that was nice.
What?
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
I made it my wall cover for a little bit on my Facebook.
Okay.
Anyways,
Oh wait, was this a real photo?
it was drawn from a real photo, yes.
I remember the real photo. I don't remember the.
So, we had that picture drawn, and so I was like, okay, like, I'm up, like, there's a person that I wanted her to draw specifically for the podcast, but I'm not gonna reveal who it is until I have the actual picture.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Do you want me to draw you and Charlie on the side?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. We need to update a picture anyway." So if she's just gonna draw the one person, like the one of us, I would rather have the other one because I've already
Right.
got one of us, and that's what I
Right.
was telling her.
I understand. Damn big sub renews today. 40 to you and 90 to the rainbow hater. Kidding. Damn. Okay, Chris. We all know who that is.
Who's the rainbow hater?
No, well, I'm not getting into it on the podcast. Yeah.
It took me a second.
But
Damn,
yeah,
that's
but
funny. That was a good one.
it's gonna be my 8 year here in a couple days, I think, Chris. Over there.
Really?
But I love you, man. It's good to see you. Thank you for the 40-month. Jesus Christ, 40-month resub.
Yes, I do want. Well, no, I need to see. I need to see the.
Friend,
Third
what
one
I'm
in
trying
question.
to ask is if you want 2 different designs.
Yeah, I want to see.
Sheesh. 8 years. God damn. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Do you want to know what the Urban Dictionary word of the day is?
Only if it's got damn.
Okay, it's not.
Do you
that.
got damn? Okay, what's the word?
Playing boxy?
Playing boxy.
Yeah.
Is it
Go ahead, take a swing.
sexual?
Yes. Sign.
Okay. Is
First
it,
sexual one in a while.
Is it? I don't want to say what I think.
Say what you think, Charlie.
Is
Say
it,
what you need
is
to
it
say.
playing with pussy? 'Cause box. People refer
Ooh,
to
that's
the
a good
pussy
guess.
as a box.
That's a good guess.
Is
That's
it
not
punching a pussy?
No. Although I beat the pussy up.
Okay.
That would
Okay.
be
What
good.
does it mean then? 'Cause I'm so confused.
Uh,
Boxing.
engaging in IM chat or texting with the express purpose of going from innocuous chatter to more deliberately suggestive or sexual.
Hold on. Let's try that word again. What word was that in the middle?
Innocuous?
Let's spell that.
INNOCUOUS?
INNOCUOUS?
Yeah,
Innocuous.
innocuous. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last word is
I don't know that word.
milieu. Milieu? Milieu? MILIEU.
Charlie on a spelling bee right now. Innocuous.
Innocuous.
Beldings. Yeah, no, we're both fucking not. You know what? Okay, cool. It's texting, getting sexy in the texting. That's what it sounds like to me. That definition is over. There are 2 words in that definition
wanna
I don't
know?
understand.
Okay.
I'm not trying to learn these new.
Wait.
No, I don't want to learn new words to understand another definition.
Whoa, wow, it's really easy. So Milieu or Milieu just means environment.
Okay.
Why would you say that? Why wouldn't you just say environment?
Innocuous,
and
not
then
harmful or offensive. I don't know why they're using
having no harmful effects, not likely to
That's-
offend, provoke.
that's
Oh,
what he
I
just
get
said
what they're
that.
saying though.
He
They're
just said
trying
that.
to ease into the sexual, vibe.
that. Right.
And you have to do this every time
Right.
without it being harmful.
Is Creighton feeling okay? His skin is looking the same hue as his shirt. Fucking jaundice, man. That's just that camera. We have been trying this. He has a light for no reason over there that's on.
Well,
that
I thought the light would help.
Well, I told you it wouldn't, first of all. That was the camera. Second of all, we tested it.
Hey, that's better.
I mean, it's better it's better for a second. You still don't look healthy.
Look, it's happening. I'm turning yellow before our eyes.
Jaundice. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
9 tons of porn.
6 tons of porn.
Should recolor that drawing to make him yellow. Yellow. Yeah, in that photo you'll have jaundice.
Yeah.
I'm just like pasty white and you're like urine yellow.
You looking like a human cigarette filter. Look, Copenhagen. Glass houses. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, HeroCon
I
was
know
unbelievable. Those are our people. As much as I think I have a good time
Yeah.
going to Call of Duty events and all that shit, like my friends there are my people, but like the actual like
It's
common
almost
Call of
like-
Duty person, I don't
No.
fuck with them very hard.
It's
I fuck with my
almost
friends
like-
that I met. Like these are like it's our little crew here in town. It's like it's those people.
It's almost like we spent like 10 years trying to tell you this.
It was like 5, but
Still.
but okay. We'll just calm down. 10's double what you how long? So it's a lot.
It
It's
feels like a
big-
lot longer
it's a
than
factor.
it is.
That bird looking into my soul.
Yes.
Don't call him that bird. That's Jerome. Okay,
He's a
Jerome
soul
is looking
man.
into your soul.
He sucks the souls of his victims.
It unhinges its jaw and sucks the soul.
What all did you do at Heroes Con?
So I went on the Friday and was like I have to go. I have
That
to
was
go to
this
a
past
birthday.
Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like I have to go to a birthday party Saturday, so I'm only doing Friday. By the end of Friday, I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to cancel this birthday party.
Damn.
And I felt bad, but there was an understanding.
Whose birthday
'cause I
party
met,
did you ditch?
I'll tell you off podcast.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Somebody we know.
yeah, someone you know. But
Me?
what the fuck is going on in here on this day? What the fuck is going on in here on this day? What are you talking about? Sorry, Jerome. Yeah, you better be sorry, Bumper. But Jerome says it's okay. We can talk to him. What'd you say, Creed?
Oh no, I was just asking about whose birthday it was, and you said it'll have to wait till after the podcast.
Bumper's now online. Did you know that? That's what that sound was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? Bloop.
He's now playing EA Sports FIFA 2020.
Oh, so he left watching us
Ultimate
to go
Edition.
play FIFA.
He's probably doing both.
Yeah.
Lord, what do you mean? What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
Dude, tell your story. You're getting like,
I know. I'm sorry. I'm
You're
getting
getting bogged
sidetracked. I'm
down,
very
yeah.
easily sidetracked. I've got a lot on my mind.
you're like squirrel.
Squirrel. Okay. Bear with me.
Okay.
I
How much money did you spend?
oh. I do not want to talk about how much money I spent this week.
Let me frame this for you guys. I walked in and immediately I saw the new mouse pad / keyboard pad that he has over there, and it's a really nice Justice League one. And this is a huge Marvel fan sitting across from me, so immediately I was like, "This is nice. He's coming to my side."
Well, it was less of coming to your side and more that I really love the artist. He was super cool,
Yeah.
and so was the chick
Wait,
working
was
for
that
him.
a pity buy? Or was
No,
that you trying
no,
to get,
it
trying
also
to get the
is
girl's
just
number?
super cool. I mean, it's got Batman.
Yeah.
I did get her number, but
Oh, you did?
yes, but
Oh shit.
it was not that kind of
Oh,
situation.
you just got her to draw stuff for you?
No, she was not the artist. The guy was the artist.
So
He
why-
was one of the coolest
How did you
humans
get
I've
her
ever
number?
met. I got her number by asking for it
Like
so that we
to-
could keep in touch.
Oh.
She's cool.
Oh, keep in touch.
Hold on, dude,
Hold on.
relax.
Keep in touch.
Shut up, dude.
Touching
No
parts.
Riz, no Riz. Does she know you're
No
a
Riz.
raging racist? How dare you? Or maybe all there is? I don't know. Look, I don't know what I want. Everybody shut up,
What
dude.
does she look like?
She's beautiful.
Like White, black, Hispanic,
I'm
tall,
not-
short,
I'm not.
long
not
fingernails,
explaining
short
it.
fingernails, big feet,
I will.
small feet.
I will describe her personality so you understand why I immediately loved her so much.
Yeah, see, that is subject. Thank you, Seahawks.
Rooting for you, Charles. Hold on.
Wait. Let me ask it this way: was she your type of woman?
Yes. If you're watching this, Nora, I'm sorry that this is happening.
Who's Nora?
The girl.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
hey,
just
Nora.
super cool. No, she's not in here.
Oh no, I just mean like, hey, Nora, if
I'm
you're
saying-
watching this in the future, wink.
Whether
wink at
or
Charlie.
not, look, this is a person I would happily
Uh-huh.
just have in my life
Right.
forever. I'm a little high, just so everybody understands. And we have moved the podcast to Colorado. But she ain't of color. We damn well know that. Relax.
He's
but
afraid.
yes, she's white.
Oh, is she for
She's
real?
white.
He's afraid
She-
to travel deeper into the
we
spectrum.
met her on Friday night, like the Friday, with
Right.
like 20 minutes to go before the convention was over, right?
Mhm.
They had to kick us out. We stayed at the booth just hanging out with her for like 30 minutes after closing,
Yeah.
but I'm not wrong. Oh, excuse me. The first thing she said was, "I wish the guy who runs this booth was back because I have to take a shit." And Quentin said, "But like how bad?" You know, Quentin. Or no, I was like, "Damn, really?" And she was like, "Yeah, like
And
it's
Quentin's
a
like getting
situation."
Quentin's
And-
pulling out a measuring stick. Like,
Quentin was like, "Oh wow, how serious are we talking?" She was like, "How okay with disgusting shit are you guys?" And me and Quentin looked at each other. We were like, "Tell us whatever you need to tell us."
and that's when you knew. That's when you wanted her.
Oh, she now. Well, hold on. Let's calm down on
I'm
these.
sorry.
There's a
sorry.
lot of
I can't-
inferring going on, and I don't
want
want to paint a
When
picture.
you start out the conversation with like, well, she told me she had the shit, so
She said,
I got her number.
She said, and I quote, "It will pour out of me."
"Oh my god."
and I at that moment I was like, well, this is a fucking awesome human being. And then she pulled her boob out and put a flashlight under it and showed us her breast cancer.
What?
She has, yeah. Well, rather that they scooped a lot of it out and that it's hollow now because of plastic surgery.
What? So you got to see titties at a con?
Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of titties at the con, but
No, but I mean like a
hers
like the
hers
whole
was
titty.
like a well, it wasn't the whole thing. It was like, but a lot.
But still, you got to see. She must have big titties. So then there you go.
Listen, Charlie wastes no time. No. Everybody calm down. This took a turn. Look, I'm way too high
Look. Wow.
to
you
defend
went
myself.
from talking about shit to seeing titties. Look, I may be able to question your methods, but I can't question your results.
Listen,
so.
dude, I need everyone to stop it. I am not in a state of mind to defend myself, Nora. I'm so sorry. If you ever see this, I apologize. Some would call that quirky. The majority would call those red flags.
Whoa.
Man.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Let's back up for a second. So this woman had breast cancer at one point.
She's still on like medication and treatment for it.
And she's just like, hey, look at my titty. It's hollow. I think that's amazing.
Well, there was conversation. It wasn't like my shit's gonna pour out of me. Here's my boob. It was like, you know, there was some banter. There was some fun stuff.
To feel that
She said she was feeling uncomfortable. She said she was like tired, and we were like, "Well, you need some coffee or something?" And she was like, "No, I'm just dealing with some like medical stuff." And then we were like, well, fucking lay it on us. You told us how you shit. She was like, well, I have breast cancer. And we were like, oh, shit. And then, you know, it like from one thing went to another. And then she was like, well, look, watch this.
No, I agree. I love her.
Yeah, you would love her.
No,
And
I get
you
it.
would-
She would be the
you would-
perfect woman for you.
You would, hold on. Let's all calm down.
But,
Sorry.
I just.
How big was the
look,
hollow?
look,
Look, I'm not here to give out.
Within
I
the
know I've
con-
given quite a lot of her business out, but I'm not here to tell how big she is in places.
Look. Let me just say this, okay? And this will be the last thing I say. Nora, if you're listening,
I'm
not,
so sorry, Nora, if you're listening.
Nora, I'm not saying
It's
this
possible that she's listening.
I'm not saying this to be like, "Ooh, Charlie's gonna date you" or whatever. I'm saying this just in like, if we get like 10 years down the line and looking back, and you guys are married, this would be fucking hilarious. Because like,
God damn it.
this is exactly how I thought him meeting his wife would go.
No, it isn't.
So no, hear me out. I knew it was gonna be
If Charlie landed her, that would be a hollow victory. God damn it, Copenhagen.
Cause like,
What? Say your thing, you
cause
piece
like
of shit.
think of like all the jokes we could make. Think of like, cause I've never thought. I've always thought it's gonna be something.
I can't
'cause
believe
you're not. You don't.
I can't believe I went
look,
live this
look,
inebriated.
there are
I am
people.
I am defenseless.
There are people that you have met that have
I would
been
not
into
have said
you.
any of that on a normal podcast,
Look,
normal
There
situation.
have been people that you have met that you've been into, and it would make sense for a regular person. But Charlie, you're not a regular guy. So like to have this kind of interaction and then like it potentially end up being like your person, that makes perfect sense. That's what I mean by I saw this coming. I mean that I never thought it was gonna be a regular thing. I never thought it was gonna be like, oh look, here's my number. I think you're kind of cute. I knew it was gonna be titty out, having to shit her pants. That level of like, what's happening. And on top of it, at a convention.
She wants to learn how to play poker.
You could teach her. It could be like that scene from Ghost. You get up behind her, you hold the cards and stuff.
That's
and
ridiculous.
it
That's not how it
work.
would go
You're
down.
teaching poker.
That's not
But it would
how you
work.
would teach poker.
You're like
The story is ringing hollow. Hilarious. We are at the 1 yard line. Punch it in at Nora. Hey, okay. See how that's not that's not a thing, right?
at the 1 yard line.
Users. Hold on. That's not a person.
I love
watching.
sports.
You tricked me.
I love sports analogies for people for getting to like first
Not
base and all
this.
that.
He's a white guy. What do you mean? What do you mean not regular? What do you
Well,
mean? What hold on. What?
No, she's talking about like like what I mean by like a traditional like setup of like asking somebody out. 'Cause that happens to you like all the time. Like we go places.
Relax.
And girls will just
Stop
hit on
sit-
him.
No.
They see him in
They
his tank
don't.
top and
They
his
don't.
M
I don't
Fam
wear my
shirt
tank top
and
out.
his M Fam hat.
My
They're
tank
like,
top
oh
is
my God.
around the house only.
They're like-
He's inflating how he's inflated. I have no cool.
They see
or
him in his
is.
tight pants and they're like, oh my God. I
This
dropped
is
my
not
pants."
true. He's
They see-
lying.
It's like a whole
He's
ass
telling a
thing.
fib.
They see you walk in a polo shirt,
No, they
and some
don't.
really high up pants, and like,
No.
I bet that guy has a high credit score.
Wife beaters should not be worn outside. I don't. Well, I wear them literally outside, but like at my house, I don't like
Why
go out in
wouldn't
public.
You wear them outside. It's hot outside. You need some air filtration.
I wear baggy shirts. There's plenty of air filtration.
I guess.
I'm
Button-ups have the best air filtration.
Yeah, they
to me,
do. They
Because
are
it's like
pretty nice.
it comes in right on your chest. You know,
Yep.
much like you.
That's
got to
why
see
I wore
Nora's
that mushroom
chest.
one out the other day when we went
Yeah.
to dinner.
I can't wait to meet her.
She lives in Ohio.
I don't. Oh, that sucks for her.
Damn. Fucking Ohio's out here catching strays from Creighton. Why the fuck are you talking shit on Ohio out of nowhere? You have no
Dude,
beef with Ohio.
Dude, listen to me.
What's your fucking beef?
We have friends from Ohio. I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the place.
To be honest, y'all need a stylist or something? No. I'm okay. I'll be fine.
Well, we could get Cameron to come in and be our stylist. Be like, hey, fix our hair real quick.
I like how Marissa was just like, I could do it, and you were like, we'll get Cameron to do it. We'll get someone who isn't the person who just brought it up and volunteered.
Yeah, there you go. Cameron would love to do it. Probably, she'd be like, oh yeah, let me do it.
I mean, if we could pay her, she's like a sought after
Hey,
stylist. She
Pay
makes
her.
good money.
Since when do we
She's
pay
literally
people?
booked. Like you have to like make appointments.
No, it's
to
true.
see her.
I look. She is really good though. Have you ever seen her work?
No.
It's like
I
she
mean, I've
posts
seen
it on
her hair.
Facebook. She
Oh,
posts
well,
it on Facebook
I don't
from
have
time
that.
to time.
I don't have that.
And I mean, it's
garbage
good.
app.
It's good. I'm friends with a couple of different stylists, and she's by far probably like one of the top. My top 10. No, not top 10. My top 2 or 3. They're on there.
Minimalism. The bane of existence is minimalism. What?
What do you mean? The best stuff is minimal.
It depends on what is being minimalistic. Like,
you know what the best phases of the MCU were?
Okay,
the
dude.
first phases.
Hold
and
on.
You know, minimalist stuff was going on in there.
I don't know, they were setting a lot of stuff up.
They were,
When I'm
but it was
saying-
very minimal.
Fashion? Okay. Fashion.
3 colors, 1 dress. Minimalist.
You can be minimalistic in fashion and be fine.
Yeah.
It's not the bane.
The
of
magic
existence.
number is 3, though. You know what I mean?
No.
You ever notice 3 combinations: a shoes, a dress, and a hat.
As a maximalist myself,
Whoa, those are in the new Transformer movie. Okay, I'm gonna need you to chill out.
a maximalist.
Maximals. That's what the
That's what the fucking animals are called.
yeah.
Is that what the animal transformers? Of
For
course
real?
it is.
No, they are.
No, I believe it.
When they're
It's
transforming,
ridiculous.
their leader yells "Maximize."
Charlie, yes, that's me. What, Marissa? What? We're sitting here waiting for her to say something else.
Where are you? That's what you're thinking about right now with Laura. She's in Ohio.
Oh, stop! No, I'm not. You would have loved the dude, the artist at at her booth.
Well, I
He
love
made he
dudes at
designed
cons.
this fucking mouse pad as one thing, but like each of these, like the Batman, Superman, and the princess fucking Wonder Woman, they're each individual like banners that you can get prints made out of.
What?
And there's something like as big as that door. Like there's huge versions, and it's like this is just 3 of his. He had like 50 pieces or something. And there were mouse pads and posters and all kinds of cool shit.
If I came home,
Can we see the mouse pad? Okay, yeah, hold on.
If I came home with that, like as like a decoration for the house for April, she'd be like, "No."
Yeah, no, she would not let you have it.
She'd be like, "You can put it in our room where nobody will see it, but like you have to put it in the corner where I don't see it when it's dark."
I apologize if this does not look like.
Dude, how do I still
well.
look orange with the blue ass light in my face? All right, let me see. What do you got? What do you got? Ooh, there it is. I love that. I love the Superman one, honestly, the best. That's the signature. The Batman one's cool, but the Superman one is just really good.
He signed it, and he was very adamant that he not use a like gold Sharpie. I was like, but there's so much like black
Why?
space that could be like the gold would pop. He was like, it doesn't pop. It's not what you think. I was like, I trust you then, and he did it right there.
Well, he is the artist.
Yeah, true. That's true. That's kind of true. You're right. That's true.
I didn't get to go to EuroCon this weekend because
Yeah.
I was in
Which was
New Bern, North Carolina.
devastating.
And
Color theory.
I was seeing one of our friends, Chloe, and her husband, and we took the kids and hung out with her kids, and it was pretty cool. It was the first time I went to the beach with April and the kids and extended family and all that.
I want to make a public statement of anger and hostility towards you.
About?
You got all mad at me for the first like 3 days of your vacation because I didn't get up and exercise with you
Yeah.
in the first 3 days. And also
No, the
and,
whole
and,
week.
and 2 of those you were that's where I'm angry.
Okay.
You were gone for 4.5 days.
I was gone.
all days, by the way,
I left
that I could have
Friday.
recorded a podcast.
I left Friday, and
You
then I
left.
was back Sunday. I left for 3 days, and I was here Friday morning. I even came here to work out Friday morning, by the way. I came back here Thursday morning to work out. Worked out Thursday. Worked out Wednesday. Worked out Monday. Worked out Tuesday. So 5 days in a row, I was here working out, and every time I would call you, you would not answer. On the first day, I came up here and went up to your room, and you were passed out asleep because you had just got back from the beach. I was here, bro. I don't know where you were.
Well, if you hadn't interrupted me, I was saying I'm not as upset about the exercise as I am about not being able to record, because I didn't know you were going to be
We
gone
did
for
2
that many days. Yeah, but we
And
had.
then I wanted to do one Friday, and then you didn't wake up till after I'd left.
Yeah, well, shut up.
I was available for all
Cap.
those days, though.
Cap says.
look,
says
My
yes,
plan
ACL.
was to work out, because this is what we talked about. I said, I'm going on vacation. He said, oh, lit. We're going to work out. We're going to do podcasts. I said, cool. As long as we get them done by 4:30, like on the days that you don't have to work, or on the days you have to work, sorry, then I'm down, because normally those days that you do have to work are the days that I'm either with April or with kids or off doing something else. And you said, all right. And every day I was here, and you didn't wake up. And I thought maybe you'd be awake after I got done working out, and you are not. And we weren't able to do podcasts in the morning. But we did do some. We did one Wednesday. And we
I
did
don't remember
one
which
Monday.
day it was, but there was also one day where you were like, yeah, I'll be there at this time. And then something happened, and we couldn't do it because you wanted to push it back, but I could not do it at that time. I don't remember what day it
something
was.
happened. Something
Yeah.
broke. Because there was a lot of shit.
Over
Look,
there
look,
with
look.
you?
No, yeah, so let me, before, I'm on my last day of vacation right now today.
Currently, at this
Yes.
moment during recording.
When I have to work tomorrow. But this whole week has literally just been me hanging out at the house, fixing stuff around the house, or, just doing whatever, just chilling, relaxing. Literally, the last part of this week's stuff has just been breaking. Like, the dryer broke when we got back from New Bern yesterday. And I literally, on my last day of vacation, I was like, I'm just going to chill. I'm not going to do much. Maybe work out. Maybe go do an early podcast with Charlie. Come back, hang out with the kids and stuff.
It's 10:36 p.m.
I was at, I did get the stuff I wanted to get done today. I got the dryer fixed. I had to literally lift it down because I have a stackable washer and dryer, and I got the washer on the bottom, dryer on top. So I had to pick it up off the washing machine, take it out in the fucking monsoon, take it off to the place to get fixed, got it fixed, brought it back, and in between there, I was repairing my canoe, which I took out.
What an incredible statement.
Which Charlie was amazed
Copenhagen,
by.
Copenhagen. Just so you know, this guy not only owns a canoe, he was fixing a canoe.
Which
One of these days, like, I really can't wait for, like, if it ever we have to meet him one day,
Yeah.
right? Like, it doesn't make sense not to. Whenever we finally meet Copenhagen and he sees you, like, you, the person next to others.
I don't understand what's so hard to believe about me having a canoe.
It's just the whole way that you are. It does not match the expertise you have in so many things. Like,
I mean, it really wasn't that hard. I just put a piece of wood against a piece of plastic. I just repaired the outboard that was on there.
Creighton is the shitty autistic. Is the shitty autistic. He doesn't have any special powers.
Marissa, please.
Wait, hold on. Basically what Creighton just said, he's on the spectrum. Well, he hasn't been tested, but it's a fact autistic people unintentionally make friends with other autistic people. What are you guys trying to say? What does it sound like they're trying to say to you? Because I have an idea. I have a feeling I know what's being
It
said.
sounds like everybody here is autistic, and then me
Sounds
and you
legit
are
to me.
best
God
friends
damn it.
because we're autistic.
I mean, honestly, I would not be surprised if I was
But-
a little autistic.
But like, we're missing the point here. I got all my shit done today, and then I took the canoe out, and I kept calling Charlie because I wanted him to really hang out with me while I put this canoe in the water. Because I wanted to be like,
And
"Oh,
I was dealing with some shit.
He was hanging out with his dad for Father's Day.
Yeah,
And that was nice. And
that
I
was
like,
sure. It was great.
I called him and talked to his dad and like told him I love him and everything. And because I've known your dad for like a long time,
Yeah.
like half of my life. I think,
Yeah,
at this
which
point.
is fucking crazy.
So he really does feel like part of my family. And anyways, I'm taking the boat out, and I'm like, damn, I really wish Charlie was here. It was so boring. I like put the canoe in the water. I was listening to nature and stuff, and that part was cool. And then I realized it's still leaking, so I was like, damn it. So I paddled quickly back to the dock because I started to sink. And I got out of there. But I was like, man, I wish Charlie was here because we could have sank together.
I'm going to go ahead and let you know right now, I would not have sunk at all. Well, you would have sank, like, there would have been sinking, but it would not have been together. And I would not have been in that canoe with you.
Like the Titanic.
Titanic.
Exactly. But there would have been room on that door for Charlie.
Nope. There would have been no door. We're talking about a canoe. No doors to a canoe. And I would have not been on that, even if it worked. I don't care if you got on it and it fucking paddle boated for 3 miles to prove it's like how strong it is. I would not have gotten in that canoe with you. Maybe on myself.
I got that canoe when I was like 7 years old because my dad.
And here you are, 200 pounds later.
Look, this dad's into my dad for Father's Day. So, gay's homosexual gay. So, anyways, my dad went to the beach without me, and he comes back with this canoe. He's like, I got a surprise for you. Like, called me and everything.
This one?
Yeah. He pulls it to the yard. And
He's like, here's your canoe from when you were 7.
He has a canoe on this truck, and I'm 7. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with the canoe? Fast forward, and now I have it. And I've been, like, using it and stuff. But
did you fix it? Yeah, no, you did not fix it.
So I'm going to go back to the drawing board because I was using caulk on it to seal it. So I might use either Flex Seal or, like, something else. I might try to melt the plastic back together. Anyways, back to the drawing board. Anyways.
You could go to a fucking boat store and figure out what you need.
That sounds expensive.
I
I'd
was,
rather
I was-
just.
I was literally gonna quote, "It's always sunny." This boat shit's getting expensive. Dude, I just bought the fucking the thing to wipe it down and polish it. This shit is expensive.
Just
Having a
hanging
boat
on
is
to-
ridiculous.
Just hanging on to a 15-year-old garbage can. It's true. What do you say? Just bleed up.
Just hanging on to a 15-year-old garbage canoe like a true autist. Most autistic men like trains. He likes boats. Autists like transportation.
You're
I
spelling artist wrong.
I prefer plane. Creighton likes his boats.
I love the sea.
Quentin likes trains.
Quentin does.
We
fucking
are the holy
Wait
trinity
a
of
minute.
autistic people. you, me, and Quentin.
Wait a minute.
Oh man.
Anyways, we went to this place in New Bern called Emerald Isle, which is probably like 30 minutes away, so not really in New Bern. And we went on the beach there. When I tell you, I've never hated bumper to bumper traffic more than when I was in a minivan. And like, don't get me wrong, it's a nice minivan, but like, bumper to bumper traffic is just not ideal for a minivan because you want to be in like a little 2-door car or something that can like zip through there, right? But it's kind of Emerald Isle reminded me of Edisto. There's just the 1 2-lane road that goes across a bridge that gets you there. And the last time that April went with Chloe, it was pre-beach season, so there wasn't really anybody there. We got there, and like it took us 30 minutes to get there, and then probably another 30 minutes to get onto the actual island because it was literally just bumper to bumper, stop and go. And then we couldn't even find a fucking parking spot to actually get out on the beach. So this is what we did. We rode down the island, and we were in like kind of the residential area, but there's like little pockets of public parking in between some of the houses. And we got lucky. We found one where the guys were literally heading out and like putting surfboards on the back of their truck and leaving. And while we're sitting there, it was probably the most intense time of my life. I got
In your whole life.
yeah, I got Sam to get out of the car. I was like, "Get out, Sammy. I need you to make sure," because there was cars driving by looking for parking spots.
Sammy is an adult.
Sammy is an adult.
Okay, good.
Sammy
this would have
is
been
Chloe-
weird if it was one of the mini
Sammy
kids.
is Chloe's husband. I was like,
Okay.
get out the car, and like make these guys promise us with their lives this spot. And the whole time I'm watching, and like there's cars going by, and they keep slowing down, looking, and they're doing that look like trying to get in there, and I'm like, no. And I pulled up the minivan. This is the part where I liked the minivan because I was using it to block the whole driveway for the little parking area. And this guy's took forever to load up 4 surfboards.
Surfboards are hard to load.
Not that hard.
Have you loaded them?
Yeah,
No, you haven't.
I have. My mom-
Surfboards.
my-
Surfboards.
not bodyboards, paddleboards. I have.
That's different.
They're longer and bigger than a surfboard.
Yeah, but that's one. And it's your mom at the beach, and they're a mile away. These guys, you have no idea how far they're driving. They're loading 4 all at once. They
Look,
got to secure those motherfuckers.
Look, all I know is they took too long.
What's too long?
Like 20 minutes.
Nah, that's a perfectly reasonable amount of
And
time.
they-
That's 5 minutes of surfboard.
But-
That's not crazy.
But. I'm so thankful for these guys because they left and we parked and we're literally right there next to the stairs. So we just unload. There's like 6 kids with us. It's me, Chloe, April, and Sammy. So there's like 10 of us in total, and we all just head out on the beach. And dude, I got sunburned.
Well, you can't tell.
Well, no, like I got sunburned on my back and stuff, which is weird. We were only out there for like 3 hours.
Well, sunburn. Most sunscreen usually just stops working after about 80 minutes.
80.
You're supposed you're supposed
So
to
specific.
you're supposed to reapply after like 80 or 90 minutes.
What was that, a little over an hour? Yeah,
Yeah, 1 hour and 20 minutes.
hour 20. Yeah.
How long did it take you to unload their? How long did it take you to unload their logistics, Jesus?
Probably about like 5 minutes.
I feel like you worded.
But
that
see,
wrong.
we had 10 people with us though. 4 guys, 4 surfboards apiece. Seems like it, easier. Unreasonable. It was unreasonable. What do you mean? We just were really efficient.
Right.
Look, kids are easy to boss around and tell them what to unload because, they're kids. They're just ready to get to the beach.
Yeah.
And at
They're
that
like,
point-
wait, you're telling me that for the small price of carrying this chair, I get to go onto the beach?
Yeah. And at that point, they had been in the car. I felt bad for them because they had been in the car for like an hour. And they were like having to sit and basically watch the beach just pass by them while we were looking for a parking spot. I mean, that it sucks when you're an adult, but it sucks even worse when you're a kid because you have no control over the situation. You're just kind of there for the ride.
You know what's crazy about, like, growing up?
What?
Like, near because we live close enough where, like, the beach is like at least once a year you go to the beach. You know what I mean? Like, if you live where we live. At least, sometimes more.
Well, some
And,
of us are lucky enough to have mothers that live at the
there,
beach, and
yeah.
we just go whenever we
Yeah,
want.
but I just mean that, like, as a vacation.
Yeah.
Period. Like, just
Yeah.
going over there. It's weird thinking back to, like, as a little kid where all you wanted to do is go out on the beach and have a good time, and then you'd get sunburned, and you'd hate it for, like, 3 or 4 days. But you never thought about the sunburn the next time, for the first 15 years of your life. And then now, as an adult, I'm like, man, just the act of putting sunscreen all over me is enough to make me not want to go to the beach.
Really?
Is it like not to literally go out onto the sand and by the ocean? Yeah. Like I'll go to Myrtle Beach and I will go hang out and go to Boardwalk and Barefoot and Boardwalk or Broadway rather, like all the cool places and shit. Go to the Ripley's Aquarium, whatever. Like I'll do all that, but like I'm probably gonna go out to the fucking beach with like a shirt on and just walk. I'm not getting in that fucking nasty water. Like I just do not. It is so not a thing I want to do anymore as an adult. Like we spent more time when we were there the other week. We spent more time in the fucking hot tub and pool than anything else.
Well, and like
sunburn.
I see that.
He's fucking yellow. He became the fucking sun.
Look, I get that. At the same time, I went with 6 kids, and like all of them are still like really little. So I was just having a ball plowing through them. I was a bowling ball, and they were pins.
Man,
and like this
you
is
gotta
what
word that different.
I know. But listen. This is the best part of the whole trip. They had these little My Little Pony things, and like at one point I was bored, so I just started grabbing them. I was like, "Hey, go get this," and I would throw it like a ball, and they would go get it.
The same thing happened to us while we were in the hot tub at the Airbnb. Was like in the middle of the big pool area, right? So there's one pool down here, hot tub, and then like you take some stairs and there's another big pool on top, right?
Yeah.
Well, this one family was down in the lower pool while we were in the hot tub, and they had like what had to be at the minimum. He might have been 10 months old. He could have maximum been like a year and a couple months, right? He was very tiny little baby child. And he couldn't swim, fucking obviously. And they didn't have floaties for him. And he's like one of 5 children, and he's the youngest. So all the other children are swimming in the pool, and the parents are sitting there on the edge of the steps, and they have a ball, and they just keep throwing it. And when I tell for 3 hours, this fucking baby just played catch like a dog every single time. And every time they didn't throw it, he started to get into the pool. And they had to be like, no, because he's like fucking, I mean, he's like a foot tall. He was so little.
Dude.
A tiny little guy.
So imagine me, Jade, who's like 3. Another kid that's like 3. Another kid that's like, I think she's 4. And I had these My Little Ponies. I had 2 of them. And we were kind of like in, you know how sometimes when there's like a sandbar and it'll make like a little river behind the actual ocean?
Yeah, dude, there was one that went on for legitimately a mile while I was there. It's crazy.
But anyways, we were playing in one of those. And I just started throwing it and going and get it. Or they would go and get it. And at some point, I just started keeping them. And they started like jumping on me and trying to tackle me and shit. And I was like, no fucking way. So I stood up and I just fucking charged them, right? And like they're like little kids, so I was throwing them.
And they're children.
I was throwing them left and right, and like one went flying over my shoulder and fell into the water. But I was like, okay, as long as I throw them into the water, they're fine. Like they'll bounce right back up.
Right.
And
are we talking about the pool or the ocean?
We're talking about the ocean.
Jesus Christ. Creighton just commanding a little Hispanic child army. Absolutely fascinating. Oh, my God. The Alamo. Stop. Don't mention the Alamo. Yeah, we don't mention the fucking Alamo. But we do throw children in the ocean.
It was like,
where, the jellyfish are and constantly wash up.
You know how in Transformers 3, in Dark of the Moon, when Shia yells Optimus, and then he
Which
comes
it's the fucking which time?
like the last time that he comes flying in with the jetpack and just
Okay.
starts like plowing through people.
Yeah.
That was me with these kids.
Yeah, literally, Marissa. Fucking which time? He yells Optimus 200 times during this fucking movie. But damn it. I totally see you just beating up children.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
it was
I'm
the
not
best.
even gonna front. I would
But
do the
see,
same
look,
thing.
then they ganged up on me. Like 2 went for my legs, 1 went for my chest, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I kicked one in the chest, and then, like, I barrel rolled out of it, and I ran because I was like, I gotta put some distance between me and these kids because they can't run fast. They got small legs. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, okay, you need to calm down, Buster Brown. You don't really run that fast either.
I run,
You run faster than them, but it's less that you run faster and more that your stride is longer, so they have to run fast to keep up.
I run faster than those kids. I'll tell you that.
Shia LaBeouf's last name means the beef in French. Well, you know what they say. You mess
Shia
with
the
one bee and you get the whole breed.
Oh,
Relax.
look.
I read it I read it out loud before I read it in my head.
The funniest part about that is like they're not. I don't think they are Mexican. So.
That's okay. I'm just not touching that one today. I will leave that for another time.
Okay.
That's a lot of children to fight, though.
No, I did. I took them all out.
Again, that's the line. Listen, man, I really have few rules. Just don't fucking talk to me about the Alamo, dude. We do not talk about the Alamo in here. And
Look,
fuck Blue Diamond Phillips.
and what else was I gonna say? Oh, also since then, I've also seen The Flash, which I was hoping to talk about on Friday's podcast,
Okay.
and the greatest cameo
Well, hold
I've
on.
ever seen.
We shouldn't mention it.
No, I know, but like I want to talk about it because okay, I won't mention the cameo,
I'll fuck Blue Diamond.
but I will say this.
What?
Everybody is kind of like, I'm seeing some mixed things about The Flash. They're like, it either sucks or they love it. It's not The Last Jedi in terms of tearing up a fan base. But like, this is, for me, it's one of those movies like, it's like the last hurrah for the DCEU as we know it. And, we're making that transition into the DCU. So I really had a fun time with it. I think that it's probably the funnest DCU movie. But Ezra Miller still sucks. And it's so funny to me because, like, the whole time, there's so many things that happen during this movie that I'm like, oh, that's kind of creepy knowing what actually has been going on with Ezra Miller in real life.
Yeah, he's a weird one.
Yeah, no.
That's
He's a horrible person.
I think that's the nicest way I could put it.
Yeah.
is he's a weird one.
Yeah.
I've said horrendous, scathing, unforgivable shit on this podcast, but one Mexican joke and the house comes falling down. Getting punched by Elvis. Wonderful. What? Oh, Ezra Miller. I was like, what are we talking about? But yeah, no. That was crazy.
Look, I get why. After seeing the movie,
It's
I
crazy
get
like
why
the movies
now
he came
it-
from
Yeah.
and
but
that he went down that path.
yeah.
Because he was all about
some
those like
people
mental
can't
health
handle-
movies, like Perks of Being a Wallflower and that fucking other one where he plays like a fucking bipolar kid.
Some people can't handle the pressure, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
if he's like portraying these people with mental illness as well, then maybe he has a couple of his own.
Wonderful, beautiful, shop stopping, incredible, shop stopping. Did you mean show stopping? The P is on the other side of the keyboard. What is shop stopping?
But I get why after seeing this movie that they couldn't just reshoot it with like somebody else
Yeah.
because it relies so much
On the rest of the fact that he was in those movies.
Well, it relies so much on that he's like, because this isn't really a spoiler because it's in the trailer, but he sees a younger version of himself, and they kind of team up, and that is like the whole movie. So to reshoot all of that, you would basically have to reshoot 2 roles for the whole movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not just going in and taking him out. It'd be going out and taking the whole core of the movie out.
Yeah. And
trying
just
to
redoing
redo
the whole
it,
thing.
Yeah, so.
I heard that the animation is horrible, the CGI.
Yeah, but like.
I've heard that there's like a section of Uncanny Valley that is just
Yeah.
horrendous.
I mean, I don't care. I thought it was fun. And, like, it's one of those things, like,
The Creighton did tell me the big spoiler cameo at the end, and I
Yeah.
will say, it sounds fucking incredible. And he said he loved it, and it's probably one of those like everyone will be like, man, this movie was like this and this and this and this was good, but this was bad and this was bad. But
It
that
was-
one thing was amazing.
If the rest of the movie, look, I have climbed the summit. And I've seen the light at the top. And let me tell you, if you go see this movie, you should think about what's at the end, okay? Don't think about everything you're experiencing in the middle if you don't like it. I liked a lot of the stuff in the middle. I'm a huge Batman fan. They brought back one of my favorites from the live action, so, Michael Keaton. What else was I going to say? Fuck, there's another thing that I wanted to tag in on that. There's also another, this movie for certain Easter eggs is for like people that are like in the know for certain DC things because there's a lot of cameos.
That's
when
not a
shit gets
good way to
crazy.
watch a movie.
Yeah. Anyhow, I liked it. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Fuck Ezra Miller, but I liked the movie. And maybe this. I really thought that they were gonna end this movie with like somebody else.
Like taking the mantle.
Yeah, and just because of everything that's happened.
Well, they probably still technically are. Like, not
Yeah.
ending the movie that way, but they're,
Yeah.
James Gunn's about
I've
to do his
seen-
thing.
I've seen a lot of people say they wanted this to be like Flashpoint, and to those people I say, why? We've had Flashpoint 4 different times and 4 different variations. They
Yeah,
did
but you
the
got to think
show.
about all the people
They
that
did it
you
in
got to
the
think about
comic.
all the people that
They did it
didn't.
in the animated
You got to think
movie.
about all the people that don't fucking watch any of that shit who are going to go see a movie
Right,
instead.
But like at the same time,
That's how they
it's
have to
like,
look at it, like
it's-
marketing.
For me, Flashpoint is the seeing Batman's parents die now of the DC universe. Like I'm so over it. Like I'm just.
You mean Creighton, like the superhero movie? Fucking groundbreaking. Now, honestly, I would usually laugh at that joke, but Creighton dislikes a lot of superhero movies,
Yeah.
like aggressively. Like, it's annoying for me because I'm the one who likes most of the like Marvel superhero movies. It's hard for me to not like a Marvel movie. Like, I don't like Multiverse of Madness, and that's pretty much it. Like,
I'm hard to please.
yeah, Creighton. Well, he's easy to please. He wants to be spoon-fed the garbage he's used to, like Transformers and fucking DC garbage CGI
Look, I just
and
want,
decent acting.
I don't give a fuck about CGI. I just want a decent story.
Yeah.
That's all. I want a really good story. Like a good story to me, it does. Like, don't get me wrong. The effects the effects don't need to be garbage. But if a good story is good enough, the effects are kind of like who cares? You know what I mean? Because look at older movies like Back to the Future or like what's another good one with effects? Alien. Alien
like
has,
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern has a horrible shit story. Anyways,
I'll tell you which movie was underrated for its time was The Green Hornet.
yeah,
That movie was
had a
actually-
good story too.
Yeah, it was silly and wacky, and it knew it was, and it tried to
Right.
be, and it was fun.
Dude, I used to love watching the Green Hornet when I was growing
Yeah.
up. I was like, dude, I can't wait for the sequel, and then the sequel never
It
came.
just never showed up, and it
Yeah.
like was such a sequel deserving movie. Like, you want to see something cool? And he's like, yes, I do. Like, just Seth Rogen. It's just Seth Rogen and that fucking guy, like,
Yeah.
having a
no,
good
it's
time.
a great dynamic. It's a good buddy cop movie.
The
And
car, I love that car. That was a great
then,
car.
and then the fight
Bikes.
between them over the girl, it's so funny because like he's
It's-
just outclassed in every way by this ninja dude, and he's still trying. He's like, no, I got you. And then later when they're apologizing, he's like, yeah, I'm sorry I whooped your ass so bad, but like we're good, right?
No. We're not. His little leaf coffee shit
Oh.
is like the most. You know how you sometimes see like a food or a
Yeah.
drink in a movie, and it's like you're like, I've never had that, but I know it's delicious and I want it.
Right?
It's like that's one of those things where I'm like, man, that looks like it might be the
And-
best cup of coffee that's ever been made.
And the twist in the movie is good too.
The twist is good.
Yeah.
The twist
And
is
see,
great.
that's what I'm saying though. Like, I don't give a fuck about effects as long as it's a solid story. This had a solid story in it. This actually was like, hey, like, we're actually trying to cook up some stuff. And I was like, as much as I hate Ezra Miller, I do like
You
the Flash.
gotta separate the art from the artist, man.
Yes.
You'll never enjoy
No,
anything.
I agree. But it's like,
Do you know how many of our favorite movies growing up have been ruined by like if you let that shit affect you, have been
Yeah.
ruined because of like certain
oh, yeah,
people's
yeah,
things?
yeah.
Like
J.K. Rowling and her whole thing.
there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of things.
But what I was gonna say, it's like it's weird how like art or life imitates art or art imitates life. Like I was watching this video the other day about Scream 3, and like how the movie has this subplot about this movie producer who like takes advantage of actresses, kind of like in a very Harvey Weinstein kind of way.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, "Well, Wes Craven was in the know about like all the stuff that's going on," because you know what, like Weinstein
Seahawks.
Weinstein Company and Miramax and all them are the ones that made the original trilogy of Scream, and that's literally the last one that they made. Well, no, I think Scream 4 might be too, but my point is, like all that stuff was going on in the background, and it was literally just like parody of what actually was happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But no, it's weird.
Later, Marissa.
It's that life imitates art and art imitates life kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Bye, Marissa.
I want, like, one day, I doubt that there'll ever be, like, the type of expose that there probably used to be in terms of, like, who all exactly is, like, on that list of the people that, you know, did what he wanted them to do to get roles. Because like, there's, the client list is only so big.
Right.
You know, if you just took every female who, like, had a fucking role in a movie at Miramax over the course of his career, it's like, you know, you can start to, if it happened enough times, you know, you can start to just do math and be like, wow, it's more than likely that, like, all these people.
Well, and at that point in time, it was kind of like a well-known, like, secret. Like, everybody knew it.
Yeah, it was like Bill Cosby. It was like people knew about it. It was like, he does this.
Yeah.
He does this to women.
And, like, they're just like, whatever, just roll with it, you know?
Yeah, and, like, the worst, it's terrible to know. Like, say, you know, you're at a party and someone tells you that. It's terrible to know that information. Is it worse if you're one of the women that you, like, that let him do that to you and then you just fucking haven't said anything or you never showed up? You know, like, I mean,
well, I think you have
that's
to
got to
look
be
at
rough,
it.
too.
I think you have to look at it like this, too. There are certain bits of ugliness in every job that you work, right?
Yeah.
And for, like, I mean, we have to accept that as part of, like, our job in order to get through the day-to-day life. And I think for them, that ugliness is just something way, way worse than what me and you would be used to in our normal work field. But maybe that's not, at the time, something that was way, way worse for their work field or their field of work, whatever. So, yes, you can know that he does that kind of thing, but, like, he would probably be, like, one of, like, 20 guys that does it too. Like, one of 20 different bosses that you have to, like, work with.
Well, with him, it's he's the head honcho. There,
right.
Was.
But what I mean by that is, like, you know, they're like, they probably just were at the point where, like, hey, we just roll with it in order to get through the day. You know?
Yeah. It was like that
then
House of Cards episode where, like, in this first season when the fucking reporter chick is talking to Zoe, and she's like,
not
she's
that
talking
that makes
about
any of it right, by the way. I'm
yeah,
just
no,
saying,
of course,
like,
but it's like, that's the reality of some situations. She was like, "Are you kidding me? I would suck and fuck anything to get the roles or to get the fucking stories that I got to build my career to where it is."
right.
You know, you just roll with the punches. Like, that was her, like, you know, breaking it down to Zoe, this character that you're supposed to be relating to, and then she fucking does it, and you're like, holy shit, man, like, what the fuck? Who were we rooting for in this story?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then that whole show just becomes this crazy.
It flips you on your head.
Yeah, it flips you on your head, like, on who's who and who you're. At a certain point, you get to the, like, where you're like, is there even a character to root for, or are you just watching the chaos unfold? Because that's where I was
the
at.
House of Cards fall.
Hilarious. Good job. But
Which we actually did because of the real scandals behind
yeah,
it.
for
too.
real.
So there you go. Life imitates art.
Yep.
And vice versa.
You think Kevin Spacey will ever be in, like, a fucking
Dude,
big movie again?
I don't know. I mean, we've seen people come back from, like, way worse. I
don't think we have.
I think look,
Who has come back from worse than that?
Louis C.K. I mean, you know.
That's not worse. Louis C.K. didn't rape anybody.
I thought he didn't. Okay, I don't know, but what I remember happening with his thing was that he picked somebody up at a party, and then they didn't want to be picked up, and then that was a whole ass thing.
Who are we talking about right now?
Oh, the dude from House of Cards.
Kevin Spacey?
Yeah.
No, he fucked like a 14-year-old boy.
So he did actually. Okay.
Yeah, who he was.
Okay,
who he was.
I just get.
Okay, so that's what the accusation was, but then that guy died.
Well, that's what I mean by, like, there was, when that came out, there was so much other stuff happening because it was the middle of Me Too, and then, like,
Yeah.
everybody was saying different shit every day. And I'm not saying that all of it was invalid, but like at some point it just all blurs together. So I remember
Yeah.
somebody getting in trouble for literally picking somebody up at a party. Like, I mean, picking them up and like swinging them around or whatever, and then
Really?
yeah,
I don't
because
remember
it
that.
wasn't like a consented touch, you know.
Oh,
And
okay.
and and they were
Mm.
also underage, and
Oh, okay.
and so like it was a whole thing, and that person got canceled. And in my mind, I'm thinking that's Kevin Spacey. So I'm like, I don't know.
No,
we see
his
people
thing was
coming-
way.
Oh,
That
that explains
whoever
a
that
lot.
was, there's no way that they like. There's no way that
But you know what
stuck as like
you
a
know what I'm saying though, like the-
cultural defining.
Yeah.
Creighton is the prince of produce, the baron of the bakery, the duke of the deli.
None
Okay.
of those things. I work in literally none of those departments.
Anyway,
You named everything except the department that I work in.
like I'll tell you one thing, it'd be crazy like if Bill Cosby got a role. Could you?
I mean, he was touring before he went to jail, and people were buying tickets to go see him do stand-up. So,
Yeah, you know what? That is true, and
I
that's
mean,
that's
look-
the craziest. That's the craziest
But-
part of the whole thing to me.
but if you got tickets to a Cosby show, would you go?
No, me? No, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you would be curious about what he would say.
I mean, you know what? When you put it that way, I would not. If I got the
Because
tickets
he-
for free, if I was not putting money in the pocket personally myself, yeah,
We
because
have.
I would not support that. But
First of all, I'd be impressed how you even got on stage. He's an old ass dude.
dude, I know 90-year-olds who
got
get
a
up and
blind
run
eye.
every day still.
I mean, yeah, he might be faking it. I could see him faking
He's
it.
yeah, him and Harvey Weinstein both. One went blind, and the other one fucking was like got to the point where he couldn't walk anymore. Needed a fucking what's it called that you stand with?
A walker.
A walker.
Yeah.
The fucking like he didn't need one a month before, and then a month later he's all of a sudden like debilitated.
He's like, the stress of this child.
I'm dying.
I hooked
Like-
up with too many of these women. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
But that shit always happens to people who like have a big
No,
giant court
yeah,
thing
for
coming
real.
up, and
Do
they,
you
they
remember
want to
when,
like look less guilty.
Do you remember when Vince McMahon got sued and started wearing a neck
No,
brace?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about
He
that.
got sued in the 90s because they were suing him over wrestling not being real. And he was like, everybody's always known as a show. And then he started wearing a neck brace because he was like, I got in a car accident and broke my neck, and now the stress of this trial is making my neck worse.
Copenhagen, listen, dude, it's been a long day. I just need you to calm down. Stay off my back. It's been rough, okay?
No, but I like so the whole.
I would
that's
I would
wild.
go to a Bill Cosby show if I got tickets for free, I think. I think
Yeah.
that's the
I wouldn't wanna give
only
him money.
because I'm like, you're right. Like, what the fuck is he gonna say up there? Is he
Yeah.
gonna address it?
Like
'Cause
you
he's-
know.
I
Like
mean,
I
how
think
do
I
you-
would walk out as soon as I knew he wasn't going to, because you can tell. Like
Yeah,
some-
you say that, but like that Chris Rock special, like he waits
Yeah.
till the very end, and like I did. Look, I like Chris Rock. I did not like that special.
really.
There was that one joke in the middle about his dad being trans and him being like, "Don't talk to her like that. She's your daddy." Like that shit was fucking hilarious. And then the Will Smith shit at the end was like crazy, but like I just did not find myself.
The other stuff
It was-
is
just wasn't
like,
for me.
okay, let's get through it to get to Will Smith.
Yeah, like I get how
It's
some
like
people
the
would
Flash.
like it.
You got to walk through all that other stuff to get to the cameo.
Yeah, like I get
Imagine
that.
it was Will Smith. That
Oh,
was playing.
That would be nuts.
Who the fuck are you?
I wonder if that movie Emancipation did any good.
I don't know. I didn't even know it was out. I saw an ad for it on Roku the other day. I was like, oh, look, Will Smith's doing something.
What's he? You know what? I wonder what his upcoming projects are. Dude, that shit really did happen with Will Smith. Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That was so long ago. It was
I
like-
love how Chris
year and a
Rock was
half
like,
ago.
hit him again, Mass.
Hold on. Okay, what the fuck? What are you
Oh,
working on?
damn.
Upcoming. Holy shit. Oh, okay. This is producer. I was about to say, let's go to acting. Okay, upcoming 4. The Council, Fast and Loose, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Bad Boys 4. All are in pre-production.
Wait,
or
they're
in
making
production.
their planes, trains, and automobiles?
I guess.
What? He's going to be in planes, trains, and automobiles?
I guess. So says his IMDb.
Is he going to be playing John Candy's role? And they're going to bring back, what's his face? Because he's still alive. Damn it, Martin Freeman?
Martin Freeman or Martin Short?
Martin Short. Is Martin Short the one with the white hair, or is Martin... They're both Martin. Damn it, I can't think.
Steve Martin?
Is it Steve Martin? Yeah.
He's the Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Okay,
Steve Martin.
yeah.
Steve Martin's still alive. So
Yes.
if they do him and Will
Very
Smith,
much.
that would be hilarious. Kinda. I
Uh,
don't know. I like
don't
Steve
know.
Martin.
I like Steve Martin too. He's
He's a great guy.
there's a movie, a very underrated feel good. I want to say feel good. It's not necessarily a feel good movie, but it's
Talking about Cheaper by the Dozen.
it's like a cozy movie. It's called The Big Year, where it's about birding, about bird watching, and it is surprisingly action packed and fun. And
What?
it's Jack Black, Steve Martin, and Owen Wilson,
Oh my
and
god.
they're competitive birders.
Wait. Let me try to guess what year this movie came out based off that casting.
Okay, I'll look it up.
2006.
2011.
Ooh, I was close.
Yeah, it's
That's only 5 years old.
Jim Parsons is also in it. John Cleese is in it. But anyway, Jack Black plays like a wannabe big famous birder. Like he wants to be this big guy in bird watching, and he wants to go and see all the birds and have what they call in bird watching a big year. And the big year is you try and see the most birds, and you submit it to this magazine that talks about the big year, and it's all on the fucking honor system. And Owen Wilson is like the fucking Michael Jordan of bird watching.
Is he?
Yes, and Steve Martin
It
is
makes sense.
and Steve Martin's like this rich guy who loves birding, and he wants to do a big year as well, just because he's rich and can afford to, and he's retired. But he's like going through some marital stuff, and he's going through some family things. And him and Jack Black become really good friends while doing it because they're doing it. But it costs a lot of money because you got to go to fucking all the 7 continents.
Yeah.
Like you go all over the fucking planet to see all these birds. And you have 1 year to do it. You have 365 days to go all over the planet and see all the types of birds if possible. And it's like the rat race, but with the 3 of these characters bird watching. And it's fucking hilarious. And Steve Martin just killed. I mean, it's Steve Martin. And you're used to seeing him in like these slapstick things, and in this, it's like same with Jack Black. Like they're both like reining it in to play like a more composed character.
Jack Black can act.
Yes,
I don't know.
Way
like,
better
people
than
don't
anyone
talk
gives
about
him.
it a lot.
They don't
but
talk.
Like,
They don't want to talk about fucking King Kong, which he's actually like surprisingly unbelievable in.
Yeah.
There's a movie called Bernie. Have you ever seen Bernie?
No.
Bro, it's based on a true story. He plays Bernie. Matthew McConaughey plays the town cop. Almost everyone else in the movie, the movie's like half and half real interviews with the people that this movie is based on, and then acted characters playing those same interviews in the actual stories of it. But what the story is about, Bernie, Jack Black, who is like a youth pastor slash what's it called when you work with dead bodies? Coroner. Yes, he's a coroner, and he's like this super southern, like he talks like this. You know what I mean? Like he's he's very cheerful and happy and expressive, and he's like this nice guy, and everyone loves him. But he loves old women. He loves old women. That's like his thing. He just wants to be with the old women. And there's this old bitch. Loves. Yes. There's this old. At least that's heavily implied that that's what it is. But there's this old lady at the church / town that he works at, and everyone hates her, but except him. He keeps giving her a chance. Well, the story goes, and it's kind of a spoiler, but it happens like halfway through, and then the rest of the movie plays out. He kills her because she just keeps taking advantage of him, and it's brutal. And like what goes down, and then excuse me, he, after killing her, uses her money and starts just giving it to everyone and being charitable. He buys like the local baseball team, all this, and it's a true story. It's like it happened. The movie plays out, and then like in the end credit scenes, you see Jack Black walking into prison to talk to Bernie and like learn about him, and it's like holy shit. And it's silly and wacky because the real Bernie was silly and wacky. But like when you pay attention, like Jack Black is acting his fucking ass off. Like there are some fucking terrifying moments of him portraying this guy. And like it's such a sleeper movie. It came out of nowhere and it is unbelievable.
It's just called Bernie.
It's called Bernie. It's based on Bernie. It's dude.
Wow.
We'll watch it after the podcast if you want. Like I'm so down. Like it's such a crazy movie.
Jesus.
Yeah. he sings a lot about Jesus in the movie. Necrophilia? No, that's not what I meant. Creighton was right. He's a corner.
Well, that's the difference.
But like King Kong, that Big Year.
Yeah.
He's got a few movies. There was fuck, what was it? You know what?
Steve Martin can act too.
Yes, he can.
Like incredibly. Him and Martin Short doing whatever the show that they did on Netflix. Like, so Charlie knows this. I'm really weird about the types of comedy I'm into. Like some stuff I'm like, yeah, I like it, and then some stuff like that Charlie would think that I would like, I don't like. But their like dry sense of humor, but also like their slapstick is so.
Who is this?
Steve Martin
Yes.
and Martin Short, like their show that they have on Netflix is. So
the one with Selena Gomez.
Yeah,
I've heard it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Only Murders in the Building or something.
No, that one. They had their own separate one that was kind of like, I guess it was a special. It might not have been a show. It's been a good 8 or 9 years since it came out.
Oh, okay. Not the Selena Gomez thing.
No. I mean, is that good? I haven't heard.
I've heard. They've all been nominated for
Really?
for all the awards. Yeah.
But no, he's just got that very what's the word I'm looking for? Who's the guy from Cheers who's in The Good Place?
Oh no!
You
Why
know
would
who I'm
you
talking
ask me?
about.
Yes, I just don't know his name. God damn it! I don't know it in this moment.
Is Ted something, right?
Ted Danson?
Is that him? Ted Danson? He's got a very Ted Danson
yeah.
charm to him. Although I guess he's been doing this longer than Ted Danson.
Probably, yeah. So Ted Danson probably has a Steve Martin charm to him. That's probably what it really is.
But anyways, I just really like Steve Martin. Like when I watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with him and John Candy, I was like, this movie's fucking amazing. Have I slept on this for like fucking 30 years or 40 years now, I guess.
Well, you weren't around for 40 years.
Yeah, that's
You've
true.
not quite been around that long.
Yeah.
And
I watched it at April's house. Like she fell asleep one night and woke up and was like, what are you watching? Why does it look so old? And I was like, look, trust me. It's so funny. Like you have to.
And then she just went back to
yeah,
sleep.
she just went back to sleep.
It is crazy. There's a lot of people in our generation who are just not going to give anything like
No.
earlier than a certain date, any like time
For her,
of day.
it's not that it's old. It's just because she liked Back to the Future.
Yeah.
It's not that it's old. It's that like she was asleep. You know.
Yeah.
And like,
I'll tell you one thing. The kids that go to these cons, like at
Yeah.
HeroCon, they're like some of them are being raised right. And by right, I mean they're being raised like by nerds who are not afraid to show them some crazy shit.
yeah.
Dude, this one mom and her son walked up to a fucking booth and he was like, "Look, Mom, it's fucking Predator from Predator." And I was like, "Damn, kid." And then she was like, we show him some stuff as long as he watches it with us. And then he was like, "What's that one, Mom?" And she was like, that's from a movie called The Thing. It's about an alien who's trapped like among a bunch of scientists, and excuse me, and it keeps going from body to body, and they have to figure out which one. He's like Among Us? And she was like, literally, it's based, Among Us is based on The Thing. And I was like, damn, that kid just fucking zoned in on the theme of that movie and like something today.
There you
Like,
go.
these that generation, look, our generation and the generation immediately behind us, we might be fucked. But this new fucking 10-year-old and down generation,
Oh,
they
yeah.
might be our
They got
saviors.
it. They
Yeah,
got it.
they're the Jesus. The Jesus is among them.
Jeebus.
Jeebus.
Mm.
Praise Jeebus. Yeah, but I think they might be in decent hands as long as, that they don't have to rely on the tech that is definitely going to carry them through a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
I forget who I was talking to the other day, but somebody like who's much younger was talking about how you can just have a calculator like in your exams and shit. Like you don't have to be able to do anything on paper anymore.
What?
But you got to think, it makes sense. Like there's literally, why would you teach someone how to do the thing that they'll never actually do or never have to do ever again? Because like our fucking calculators on our phones are graphing calculators now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're better than anything than those fucking stupid ass $200 calculators that we had. Like, why the fuck would you ever buy one of those and you can just download the apps on your phone for free or pirate them online if they do cost any
I
money?
remember I was friends with somebody in high school that downloaded games to their.
I remember him too.
Yeah.
He was a fucking exchange student.
Yeah.
He had Pac-Man and shit on his
it
calculator.
was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, We hung out like one time outside of school, and I was like, "Wow, you're fucking weird." Not in a bad way, just like a man. He was a weird cookie. He was a weird guy.
Was
I
he
can't
from New
remember his
Zealand?
name. No, I want to say he was from Europe,
Oh.
but I'm not 1,000,000% sure.
Hmm.
He was a nice guy though.
Yeah.
He helped. He did all of my math, like in the year that I took math with him. I did not fucking. I think it was pre-cal, and I fucking hated pre-cal.
Yeah.
Pre-cal was the end of math for me. I just gave up. I was like, I'm going to do enough to pass, and just I'm going to mathematically. Here's how I did it. I was like, I'm going to use math to understand how little I need to know to pass, and not try any harder than that. And that's what I did. I passed with like a fucking D-, I think, and that was like one of the 3. I think I had 3 classes in all of high school that I had like worse than a C.
Yeah.
And like only a couple of C's. Like, I was mostly an AB student throughout high school. You were too. We both like did well for the ridiculous amount of ADHD that was dripping out of us. Like outside of school, we were fucking lunatics back
Oh
then.
yeah, we still are. I mean, like,
Yeah.
if you think about it, like, 'cause I just April
I-
stopped me the other day, and she was like, "Why don't you stop?" And I was like, "I can't." Like,
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. Like if someone wanted to sit me down and make me do like a fucking history exam, like, dude, dog, just talk to me. Let's talk about it. I'm not writing fucking shit down ever again if I don't have to. I'll write, like, I know how to write. If I have to write a fucking note, I'll write a note. But like I'm not doing a test. I'm not doing a fucking exam. Like, it's going to be so hard for me to ever want to do anything like that was like school ever again. The
Oh,
best
yeah.
part of school to me was the hanging out with people.
oh yeah,
I hated the like paper and pencil fucking writing shit down of school. Give me a computer. I can do it all on the computer. Let me type. That was like my like next level unlocked moment was when like we started taking microtype in 7th grade. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is the shit I'm going to be good
it's
at."
so much easier.
And I fucking, dude, from 7th grade to like senior year, I fucking owned typing. I was always number 1 of my class in whatever typing course I took. Because they made you take it fucking 6th, 7th, and 8th
Yeah.
grade. And then once you get back to high school, like, if you get any of the computer classes, they just make you take it again. So I was like, oh, it's microtype? Bet. I think I was done. I can't remember what the class was called. But you had to do microtype for the first half of the semester
yeah,
to like be able to graduate to do the Excel stuff. I was done with the Excel stuff by the first half of the semester. Like, I fucking just was like done with all of it so fast, and then just sat there and wanted to play games. And the teacher was like, "You can't play games. Like, other kids have work to do, so you have to have work to do." And I was like, "Bitch, I finished your whole curriculum." And she was just so mean to me. And I was like, "I did your whole class already. Like, it's done. Like, look, it's all done.
it's over.
It's over.
We
Get
won."
over it." And like, it just made me so crazy. It made me so mad because I did not need to be doing that work, and she knew it. But
Oh,
now I'm getting mad about it.
Anyways,
Any whore.
You ready to wrap?
Yeah, I'm ready to wrap. It's good to see you, dude. It's good.
good
This
to
was
see
it was
you
a good
too.
podcast. Oh, and Bumper's done playing
Oh shit!
FIFA 23. That son of a bitch. He's stopping because we're stopping. That's the reason in my head canon. Anyway, oh shit.
Oh whoa.
Yeah, I held it over the thing for too long. Copenhagen, it's been a goddamn honor and a privilege speaking to you again. I love you, man. Creighton,
Goodbye, Creighton.
I didn't even get to say poor outing tonight, fellas. Wow. Thanks, Copenhagen. The only reason. Hey, Bumper. We will catch you guys later, and we will probably be live, like
Wednesday.
maybe?
Yeah. Oh.
Wednesday, everybody.
Yes. There's something I have to tell you about Wednesday too when we get on.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night, everybody. We will catch you later.
Later.